there is a silence so deep it sounds like a voice without words, a presence without form. Most people never notice it. Most people never hear it. But he stayed curious. Curious about a woman who needed nothing. Not in the way we think of need. Not the loud, demanding kind. Number. Her need was a quiet thing. A need that was not about asking, but about being. She needed nothing from the world. No trophies, no proofs, no assurances. She was a still lake. Clear and deep. A lake that reflected the sky, but never reached for the clouds. He watched her, not with eyes hungry for possession, but with a heart open, like a door left ajar. Curious how she could hold so much without clinging. How she could stand alone, without trembling. She was like a tree in winter, bare and patient. No blossoms to show, no fruit to harvest. Only roots deep in the earth, silent, unseen, but strong. He wondered what it meant. To need nothing. Was it freedom? Or was it a kind of loss? He thought about the years they shared, not crowded with noise or chaos, but filled with quiet moments, with spaces between words, with the gentle passing of time. In those spaces, he learned to listen, not just to her voice, but to the pauses between her breaths. There is a wisdom in silence, a language in stillness, and she spoke it fluently. He stayed curious because she was a mystery, not because she was distant or cold, but because she was whole in a way he could never grasp. She did not need him, nor anyone else. She was complete, and that completion was not arrogance, nor pride. It was peace. He realized that needing nothing is not the absence of desire, but the presence of fulfillment. She did not reach for him, but she did not push him away. She was a space he could enter, only if he dared to be still himself. He thought about how often we confuse love with need, how often we believe love means holding tight, when sometimes it means letting go. She was a lesson in letting go, a reminder that the soul does not always call out loudly. Sometimes it sings in a whisper. He stayed curious about the woman who needed nothing, because in her he saw a reflection of something he lost, something like his own soul, waiting to be found. She was not a prize to be won, nor a puzzle to be solved. She was a presence to be honored. He thought about forgiveness not as a gift to others, but as a return to himself. Forgiveness for the times he tried to fill her silence with noise. Forgiveness for the times he chased shadows, when all he needed was to be still. Age had brought him many lessons. Not the lessons of the world, but the lessons of the heart. That curiosity is not about possession, but about reverence. That love is not a hunger, but a quiet openness. That sometimes the greatest journey is inward, to the place where the soul sits peacefully, like a woman who needs nothing. He stayed curious because curiosity was his way of staying present, of honoring what was, of letting go of what was not. There is a curve most people never see, a turning away from noise, a turning towards stillness. He walked that curve slowly, with patience, with reverence, with a heart wide open. And in that walking, he found a kind of peace, not loud or triumphant, but soft, like rain falling on a quiet night. She needed nothing, and in that needing nothing, she gave him everything. And he stayed curious, because curiosity is the doorway to the soul's most profound mysteries, to the place where love is not a demand, but a presence, where silence is not emptiness, but fullness, where needing nothing is the greatest gift of all.